All right, real estate professional, you know that your clients are double checking your work. They're taking your advice, they're copying their Earnest Money agreement, a copy of your listing agreement, and they're feeding it in their ChatGPT, or they're asking their Claude or their Grok or whatever AI system that they're using. And you have no idea what they're asking. You have no idea how good their skills are at prompt engineering. You can't control the hallucinations, and you sure as hell can't control how it knows anything about the state or the jurisdiction or anything that you're working in. So the chances of getting outstanding, excellent results from their AI is not as good as if you were to be able to have a system that you could help control that experience and give them a really practical, useful tool. So I'm just going to share with you, instead of fighting that trend of consumers having an alternative to you, you're going to collaborate with your client and AI in this new way. So I'm just going to quickly show you here in the next few minutes of this video exactly how you can do that and how you can build a board like this that's an asset that you can give to your client and share with them in a secure environment that they can have access to an AI collaborator that has all the information and it's trained to act as the way that you need it to act. So for this example here, we're gonna pretend that I am a buyer's agent and I have just sold Bob and Mary a house. And my goal is to give them an AI-powered assistant that can help them answer any questions on the transaction, on the documentation, on anything. And of course, the AI is also instructed to tell them to tell me if they have any important questions that I can help them with. So as you can see here, you can leave notes for Mary and Bob. You have an AI chat window here that Mary and Bob are going to be able to interact with. And then you've given the AI a copy of the Earnest Money agreement. You've given a copy of the CCRs in this example. And you've given a copy of your specific instructions of how you want this AI to perform. And I'll show you how to build one of these right now. So if you want to build one of these boards, it takes no time at all. Let's say that we're going to build this for Bob and Mary. Now, we're going to give the AI the documentation that you need. So we're going to look up the documentation that you've loaded into your file. So we're going to look up this transaction that I was just using here. You just drag it onto the canvas and we are good to go, just like this. So here is now the offer. In order to upload this offer, you can drag it from your desktop or upload it right from the system. Either way, let's go ahead and also grab a copy of the HOA documents. Let's get the HOA and CCR documents here. And then the other thing that we did was those set of instructions. So we had given it a custom set of instructions. Now, I'm not going to show you exactly how to build those instructions now, but just know that this is a system prompt that we teach our students exactly how to create. So now that we've got the documentation here, how the boards work is that once you connect the lines to this AI chat now has access to everything inside this documentation. So if you want to group these together, so help keep the board nice and clean, you're just going to select both of them, click on your mouse, say group element, and it's going to place them into a group. And we're going to label this group. So this is all nice and organized for Bob and Mary. Bob and Mary transaction docs, right? And now we're going to connect that to this chat. And now this AI has access to Bob and Mary transaction docs. Now to give it a custom set of instructions, you're going to bring up the text box and you're going to put your instructions right here. So now I'm going to copy and paste the instructions right here into this. And I like to label all these instructions for assistant. Now, if you want to add this to the group, you just add it to the group and now it's inside this group. And if it's all connected, this AI now has access to all of the instructions inside of this board right here. Now to add the YouTube video, you just simply click on the YouTube video nodule down below and we are going to click on the YouTube video. We're going to grab this and say, this is the deal. And we are going to add it to the board, just like this. And now you submit it. And now what's happening, you'll see this is loading. The AI here in Whoozy is transcribing all the details inside of this video. And if you connect it to the chat, now the consumer can chat with the video. So going back to the board that I had built before, now that you can see how you can quickly build one, you'll see that these things are all connected to the chat. And what's nice about this is you can see in this demo back and forth here, I as a client just said, hey, what appliances are included? But the way the instructions, right, it will in context provide the next best part of the conversation. So it's going to lead your client through and provide a better experience. So the client only had to say, yeah, that sounds good. I want to know more about the home inspection period. Great. Because this AI has specifically this transaction document and inside the instructions, it's been trained on what the Oregon laws and rules are for home inspections, that it will now give them an appropriate answer, not an AI generated slop generic answer out of ChatGPT. And again, it's going to follow the instructions that you have given it to answer your client. So it represents you and your ways of doing business in your marketplace and by the rules and regulations that your brokerage has with you as well. So I hope that makes sense, that you can now collaborate with your clients in this really cool way. And how I'd want to share that with my client, I just go over right here, type in Mary's address or Bob's address or both. You invite them to the board. They will receive an email with a secure password. They do not need to be a Whoosy member. They do not need to have their own account. They'll just enter this security code into it and they'll have access to the secure platform right here. They will not be able to add or subtract or any of the documentations or mess with anything you have on the board. They will only be able to chat with it. But they've got this nice visual way, and you can leave notes for them so they can have a little bit of instructions. But I think that gives you an idea that this is the type of system that today's modern real estate professionals are using because they know that their clients have an alternative to your advice, and that's AI. So instead of battling that, create a system that you can collaborate with it, but also give your client a better chance of success, that they can use it in this more controlled environment that's branded with you. Hope that makes sense, y'all. Let me know if you have any questions. If you want to know more, type learn in the comments, and I'll be happy to get you more information. Cheers.